School governors are volunteers. They tend to be recruited for a particular type of expertise that they might have, whether it's in education or finance or whatever, employment law, etc., and not for their knowledge of SEND. They don't get training in SEND. And I know that, that there's been quite a lot of publicity from head teachers saying that there's been an increase in complaints, and it's one of the things they hate most about their job, the amount of time they currently have to deal with complaints. And I think this can only really make for quite a toxic environment between schools and parents, because if it's schools who have to deliver ISPs, they have a statutory responsibility. The only accountability the DfE is offering is Ofsted. But, it's no consolation that Ofsted might come in and get cross in 2 years' time if your child is not getting their provision today. Or this complaints process, which basically goes up through the head teacher, usually to a panel of governors. They say that panel will be strengthened by having a supposedly independent SEN expert on, but they talk about that in terms of being a local SENCO or senior person with experience. So question how independent that is when schools are being encouraged to cooperate with each other. Certainly in my experience, governors tend to find in favour of schools. It's not surprising. They've got to carry on dealing with that head teacher. So question how much faith parents are going to have in the independence of these panels. But I think more seriously, the remedy, if you're not happy with the complaints process, is going to be either a disability discrimination claim, which can get very toxic and personal, or something like judicial review. And so you're setting up a system which potentially brings parents into a direct fight with the school, which is something we would currently always aim to advise parents to avoid, because you've got to carry on in a relationship with that school. And for governors, to have to spend much more time on complaints panels, I seriously question whether they are going to get people who are prepared to volunteer to do it. And when they realise that, if a judicial review action starts, they are going to be the people who are going to be called on to justify their decision to a judge, there's going to be even less enthusiasm for it. I don't think it's been thought through, and I really don't think they've talked to governors about this. If they did, they would, I think, have to rethink